what you are going to do in your writing folder, in your spiral that's in there, you're going to open it up and you're going to open to the very first page. All right? And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to write about things we know about. Now listen, good writers write about what they know. All right? I'm going to tell you what, I'm not going to write about rockets and Mars, because I don't know much about rockets taking off and going to Mars. I'm going to write about things I know. So up here at the top, and I'll write this on the board before you go to your seat, I'm going to put today's date, and it's 8-27-15, and I'm going to write things I know. And here's my list. So anytime it's a writing time and I'm going to write, if I'm like, I don't know what to write about, this is going to be my list to go back to and say, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I know about Tom. He's my husband. Can you write about Tom?
No.
Do you know about him? No, I know about him. I know about Tom. I know about Tommy. He's my son. I could write about him. I know about Kennedy. I can write about her, and in parentheses, I'm going to write G.K. because her real name's Grace Kennedy, and when I write about her, sometimes I just write G.K. because it's easier. I can write about Quinn, and I can write about Hugh. Can you write about those people?
No.
Because they're not in your family. Can you make a list of people's names in your family that you could write about?
Yeah.
Yes. Would I be able to write about those people? Because I don't know those people. But you know what I have? I have a mom. I could write about my mom. I could write about my dad. Can you put mom and dad on your list? Yeah. Because you can write about your mom. You can write about your dad. I can write about cats. And, these are ideas you think in your head. It's my turn to let you hear me think out loud. Cats and kittens. I have one cat. Her name's Lorian, and I might even put her name down here. We just got 2 kittens. So I could write about kittens and how they play all night long, and how when I'm sleeping, one sits on this side and one sits on this side, and they purr and purr and purr and purr and purr and keep me up all night. About changing the litter box. I had to do that this morning. Not fun. So I can write a lot about kittens. One of them's name is Aria, and one's name is Sansa. I can write about soccer. I don't play soccer, but my husband used to coach soccer and he played soccer. All my kids have played soccer. I've been to a lot of soccer games. I could write a little bit about football. Probably wouldn't be my favorite thing to write about. My husband coaches football. Quinn plays football. So I could write a little bit about football. I could write about school. I know about school. I could write about my friends. And maybe I didn't want to make a list of my friends' names. I's here. Zach, where do your eyes need to be? So I could write about Renee. Who's Renee? Yes, we're friends. And since I'm writing about my friends, I wouldn't put Mrs. Hodge. I could write about Brett. I have a friend Amy. I have a friend Kristen. I have a friend Becky. Those are all people that, I do things with every once in a while. My friends that I told you we have overnights with, those are my high school friends. There's lots of things. Do you see how I'm just making a list of all the things I know about? Is this all I know about? No, but I'm not going to have you watch me write anymore. What you're going to do today, back at your seat, is you are going to open your writing journal up to your first page, and at the top, you're going to write things I know. Things I know. Yep, and the date, crisscross, please. If you don't know how to spell something, who can raise their hand and tell me what you're going to do? Zach, you need to be listening. Willow, what are you going to do if you don't know how to spell something? Tell me in a sentence. If you don't know how to spell something, so how would you sound it out? Let's say you didn't know how to spell ball. What would you do? B-A-O. Segment it and stretch it out and write the sounds that you hear. Okay, are you going to raise your hand and say, I don't know how to spell? No. Could you raise your hand and ask for some help sounding something out? Absolutely. All right. Questions? Any questions? Okay, you're going to get your writing journal out. You're going to get your writing spiral out. Should you keep this out while you're writing? Yeah, because you can use your pages. Oops, they're upside down. You can use your pages inside, so keep this out. It's your tool. I'm going to look and see which row is ready. And then I'm going to be watching friends at their seat who have followed directions. I want you to try, Reese, and get at least 5 things down. 5 things you know about. Can you do more? Yeah. You bet. Okay, watch to see which row I'm dismissing.